Hello, my name is Ilma Indrasri Pratiwi. I'm here with my colleague, Mr. Sandra Ramapanjulung, to present in the first FPB Leaders Talk and the second International Conference on Economics, Business, Entrepreneurship, Education, and Finance. I'm presenting my papers about the managing disaster-prone destination through creating new forms of educational tourism. The concept of disaster education need to be balanced with the high risk of natural disasters in the North Bandung areas as tourism destination in order to promote sustainable development. The study aims to develop the new forms of educational tourism for disaster-prone areas in order to promote sustainable destination for tourism. This qualitative study is held in the Cimahi River, and we use interviews and also observations to conduct this research and find that six tourism sites or geotourism attractions is uh, there in the Cimahi River area, and we have approach of the reinterpretation to build how uh, the story and the guiding content for the in this the area. So let's begin the presentation. Sustainable tourism growth contributes favorably to economic development, especially for the local area until global level. This growth is extremely because of the natural calamities. Disaster have impact tourist destination over the past 20 years, I think. And now one of the issue about the disaster and tourism is how the it become part of the sustainable tourism practices. And education, I believe that has role how to uh, give the tourist knowledge uh, about their destination tourism destinations, and also part of the knowledge can be become a tourist tour product such as educational tour, and this specialize about the disaster knowledge in the tourism destinations. And this particular topic or particular trend or particular theme is become growing in some of the disaster some of the disaster uh, high risk destinations, or we call disaster prone areas. And disaster education and tourism is an efficiency strategy to increase how the visitor literacy about the disaster and also about geological while visiting disaster prone locations. And according to former research, disaster and post disaster can be the potency of the content of the tour packagings, yeah, because and there are some niche market segment that will like about the theme, the educational tourism in disaster prone areas. And our study conduct in North Bandung area, there is known that North Bandung area is high risk area because it's so vulnerable. It's located near the volcano, Tangkuban Perahu volcano, and there are so many risks for the natural disaster such as earthquakes, landslide, and volcanic disasters. Tourist activities is held in this area, and it happens in the among the geological natural disasters potency, and it is high risk and tourists is vulnerable uh, to experience catastrophe in those areas. So it's very important to give literacy to this tourists, and also for the uh, tourism people here there. Yeah, the local tourist operators like that. And the appeal of the travel places with higher disaster risk is the reason of the rise of the visitor numbers in and activities in some disaster prone areas. Educational tourism, the aim of the study is how we can use educational tourism with theme disaster prone locations, can be changed uh, to less the risk, yeah, the degree of the vulnerability of visitors, the local residents, and tourism actors in North Bandung area. And hopefully, this research can develop tourism sustainability and creating a new kind of guidance for the tourism practices. The method we use for this research is we the locus of the study is in Cimahi River area, which is part of the Tangkuban Parahu volcanic disaster prone region. And the data collection we use observation, documentation, and also interviews. And secondary, we use document and prior study. The data analysis is we use a qualitative, descriptive analysis, and content analysis. Okay, here comes the result. The five keys educational tourism product indicators. It is attraction, activities, tour packages, local guides, and travel planning communities. It is will be used to promote educational tourism product in North Bandung region. The indicator used to create educational tourism products are sometimes referred to as the tourism supply chain itself. And the geosites that is in the Cimahi River area, the first one is Curug Cimahi, Curug Tilu, Lewi Opat, Curug Asepan, Bugruk, Curug Putri, Curug Layung, and are some tourist attraction in the Cimahi River area. And the tourist activities is tourists can be doing trekking and exploring the Cimahi rivers and uh, around it. Tour packages, the Cimahi River region tends to offer general or non-disaster education focused tour packages. Here some of the example of the tour packages that made by our students to do the activities there. The reimprintation, we use several indicators. First of all is the indicator for the process, and the second one for the form, and indicators for tourism, geobasic, geohistory, and geoplus. First attraction is Curug Cimahi. Let's we say the process, the fractures of the earth crust due to the volcanic activity from Mount Tangkuban Parahu, as well as lava flows from lava released by Mount Tangkuban Parahu. And the form is waterfall. What can tourism do? The Cimahi Waterfall, overseen by Perum Perhutani, is a well-liked tourism destination in North Bandung region, and it can be argued that the amenities offered are sufficient and fulfill the demands of travelers. For geobasics, the fundamental science for comprehending Curug Cimahi's tourism attraction is geology and volcanology. And the geohistory, Cimahi waterfall has been studied by Mr. Brahmantio and Bahtiar. Despite being called Curug Cimahi, this waterfall is not located in Cimahi, but is like the located in situ Lembang, like that. And the other findings about the interpretation in Curug Tilu and also Curug Asepan and also Curug Layung. Okay, in the end, we know that geographically based tourist attraction uh, can be reanalyzing by reinterpretation and classified as geotourism attractions. The understanding of geological process and forms on the formations of foundation of the Chimay River geotourism's appeal, which has considered educational value. So each tourist destinations may be contain also folklore and local belief and local cultures, which makes the educational side of the local knowledge is very special in the interpretation process. So the conclusion is geological process and formation as natural phenomena can become geotourism. Yeah, in which type is the educational tourism, then especially for disaster prone areas. And all the geosites is part of the ancient Sunda mountain. Now we know it's the Tangkuban Perahu mountain. The Cimahi River waterfall is geotourism destination that has potency to be used as part of tour that educates visitors about the region's natural history. Two, interpretation and guided media, geotourism interpretation, teach tourists, give knowledge to tourists about disaster history and knowledge. And this study has significance for the national and worldwide use of the geotourism concept as instructional tourism for disaster prone destinations. Thank you for the time and good day.